By the way, did you notice the pattern, right? Long, hard, time-consuming, frustrating, awful. One person in Chicago said, I just never want to do that again. And she was serious. I mean, you could see the pain in her eyes. It was like the most visceral comment I've heard all year. I never want to do that again. By the way, what do you do when the first thing your customer thinks about a purchase of your solution, the first thing they think is, I never want to do that again? What does that mean for your business? One member in Washington, we said, so pick the one word, the one adjective, and he said, landmine. And I looked at him and said, that's not an adjective. And he said, landmine-ish. And he wasn't kidding. So you know what? That became my word for the last year. For the last year, my word of the year has been landmine-ish. Because landmine-ish, I think, in many ways is the perfect word to describe the purchase journey that virtually every one of us goes on in our organization just to buy something. It's really hard. It's awful. It's frustrating. It's time-consuming. But here's a really interesting question. Let's take it one step further now. Now, I want you to continue to think about that purchase experience in your own organization and ask yourself the following question. How much of that time, how much of that frustration, how much of that pain, how much of that landmine-ishness was the result of the specific supplier you were buying from, and how much of it was just the result of your own company getting in its own way? For most of us, the answer is what? It's our own company just getting in its own way. Much of the pain, much of the time, much of the frustration has absolutely nothing to do with selling and everything to do with buying. It's just really hard to buy today.